Hi, this is Mark Scher. With me today I have...
My name is Brian Harrison. I'm the president of Envita Medical Centers as well as Vertices Custom Pharmacy. Our main focus area of medicine that we focus on is oncology and infectious disease, autoimmune disease, tick-borne illnesses. So a lot of what we focus on is international patients, international technology that we're bringing in. So much of our communications and our product development and what's happening on a day-to-day basis is not just locally in our state or in the country, but also dealing with teams from around the world.
Sounds like just really business continuity was important. Just keeping everything moving forward was a big concern.
If we don't keep things moving forward, patients die, right? So it's not like a product where we can't get it out the door or shipping has an issue. It is truly patients do not get the care that they need to survive.
I know you're an Intermedia customer, you use Intermedia Unite. How did you deploy those services remotely?
Every month, we roughly get about 1,600 new patient calls from around the world that come into our call center here of patients that are wanting to travel in for our care. So we needed to figure out a way to almost migrate this team that's responsible for handling all the questions from these patients that are in dire needs of care. How do we get them to work from home? And so the Intermedia platform, the Unite platform that we have, was able to allow us not only to be able to service those patients and those calls coming in through their personal cell phones and stuff like that, using the specific apps, so we're not eating data, we're using Wi-Fi and different things like that, but also the meeting platform that we have. The Unite platform really allowed our team to kind of dive into the chemistry of the molecular structure of our drugs that we were looking at, as well as talk to our other third-party vendors for our testing and the sterility of these drugs. It allows us to make sure that my managers that we have here are able to meet with their teams effectively, still call those meetings, still be able to talk to the people individually and keep them up to date on what's going on, and then give that information back to the company. It was a crucial piece to what we were dealing with during that time.
You have a lot of calls coming in. You need to manage those calls, respond to what did you change, or what didn't change?
We wanted to limit the amount of patients that were actually coming to our center to limit the amount of exposure that we had. We migrated using the Unite platform to our follow-ups and to doing some of the less essential work inside of the platform so that we could limit the risk of exposure both to our staff and to our patients.
Like every business owner or manager, you make mistakes, you learn, you pivot, you adjust. Maybe you could share some of the lessons that you learned and some of the adjustments that you made along the way.
Investing, obviously, always in technology and IT is important for a business. Out of this is going to come a big revolution in the way business is going to be done forward. We are looking at the ability to maybe have some of our staff work in that more of a remote way because we feel confident in the system. Our communication is still good. I think that's the key part, right? Is even though the person may not be in this physical building or they may be away, the communication is still good. And that's what results in kind of a business growing. In our case, us being able to take good care of patients. In our industry, particularly dealing with patients, communication is key. And I'm sure just if we're in a retail business, communication with our customers is key as well. And if I can share, I have one other example of a great way that we did use the Unite platform, because you don't need a conference room. You don't need everybody to sit here. You can do it remotely, and you can get probably more work done in a better amount of time because you don't have to drive to the meeting and you don't have to sit in the room with everybody and back and forth. So
I'm glad that we got to connect. And I just thank you again. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate everything that you guys have done to help us and the Unite platform bringing my team together.